So talagang lumipad na ako. Said, I'm running really scared. Sabi ko, if you don't come back after graduation, who will run the business? Your biggest puhunan is your credibility.
Yes.
If you lose money in the business, madaling bumawi. But once you lose your credibility, it's so hard to earn back. The respect, you have to earn it.
Yes.
Sabi ko, I might not be a good husband, but I think I'm a very good father.
No matter the weather, we'll get through it together. You make all things.
Hello and welcome back to Behind the Scenes with Ina Season 3 Father Series. Ayan, our guest for today is a visionary entrepreneur who transformed a small Filipino business into one of the country's biggest names in beauty and lifestyle. But beyond his role as a CEO of Everbelena Cosmetics and Blackwater Fragrances, he's also a mentor, philanthropist, and most importantly, a loving father. Today, we take closer look at the life and the journey of the man behind the empire, Mr. Dioceldo Sy! Hello,
Hi.
Tito
Hello.
Deo! Thank you
Hi.
naman, Tito. Hi!
Thank you for inviting me again.
How are
Yeah.
you?
I'm good. Just came from the office and I was told that I can start early, so that's why I'm early.
Yes, thank you. Tito, babalik tayo from the start. Alam mo, sa mga hindi nakakaalam, he is one of the owners of Blackwater and Everbelena Cosmetics. Yes, lalaki po ang may-ari ng Everbelena. So ngayon, we will dive into his story and journey kung paano nagsimula ang sobrang empire dito sa Pilipinas na to. Tito Deo, where did Everbelena start?
Actually, this all started when I was still a very young boy with my grandfather is the pioneer of Philippine cosmetics. He came here in 1938 before the war and he started the pomade in the Philippines. He came from China. So during the war, he was able to pursue the business because I was told by his story that the house was in Divisoria. The second floor is the house and the small lutuan ng pamada. And underneath is the headquarters of the Japanese. Magaling din magluto yung lolo ko. So, he always, every now and then, cooks food for the Japanese head or commander. So, the Japanese commander, siyempre, friends sila, continue doing what you're doing. So, parang tuloy-tuloy yung negosyo niya. And my uncle told me, ang ganda kasi ng margin niya noon, ang piso, nabibenta niya 10. Kasi walang kalaban eh. Saka ako, ang delivery niya to Quiapo o to Divisoria, nakabisikleta lang. So, let's say, 6,000, mga ganun lang. So, super ganda ng margin, maliit lang. So, nakaka-survive ang family ng angkong ko. Then he passed away very early, 1969, at the age of 58. I was 11. So, I saw how my angkong grew the business to such a big one, and then unfortunately he passed away so early. I remember he was preparing to do toilet soap and then shampoo. So sabi ko, if he continued doing that or live for another 20, 30 years, because 58 is so young eh.
Yes.
Sabi ko, parang my life will be different. I'm a spoiled grandson. I could have been a different Dioceldo Sy than what's Dioceldo Sy today. Because when he passed away in 1969, I worked for my uncle who continued the business up to 1980. The bad thing was his untimely death na walang successful succession process. So I remember my uncle was only 21, 22, just out of high school, about to start his college. So there's no training. So that was my main reason. That's why I have to drag Denise back to the Philippines in 10, 12 years ago to start the business. Now, going to how everything started, so my uncle got me to asked me to help with him in his business. In 1976, when I graduated from high school, I started as a bank messenger, and then eventually, because it's a Chinese business, you have to learn everything. So I learned how to become a purchaser, how can be an ahente. So I practically know the whole system of the organization. That's why when shut down in 1980. So I have to go on my own. I become a freelance agente. Then in 1983, I told myself, I'm having a hard time to be because I sell everything. I sell stockings, I sell bags, t-shirt, anything just to survive. In 83, I said, enough of this selling any stuff because it's so unpredictable and not sustainable.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, why don't I go back to the business that I know more, which is mga beauty products. And at that time, ang hottest item at that time was nail polish. So that's how I started.
Nail polish.
Yeah. And then what I saved from 1976 to 1983 was 150,000 for 7-8 years.
Wow.
So 150,000 then was about $20,000. $7 to 50 pa nun eh.
Yeah.
So all in ko na. So that's how I started in the business. Yeah.
Wow, grabe, no? Nag-start sila sa nail polish and now they're one of the biggest companies here in the Philippines. What were the biggest challenges you faced growing the company and how did you overcome it?
Of course, I started at that time, in 1983, I was only 25 years old. A couple of good things happened. 1980, when I was shopping with my friends in Shumart, Makati, and then I remember it was Christmas ata, a classmate of mine with her sister, so he stayed at the Cafe LSE. Then I went to buy the Christmas gift. Then when I came back, there's some very senior guy, so talking to my friend. She's the sister of my friend, of our classmate. So it was Henry C. Senior. That was a good coincidence because when we were talking, so around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, then Henry C. said, "What are you guys doing?" I go, "We're not doing anything." Because bata eh, we're 20, 21 years old.
Yeah.
"Oh, why don't you come to my office?" So it's at the stock market building in Ayala. That was the old one, 6-story building. So, okay, we can go. So we went there, 5:30, 6 o'clock. When I went in to the office, I saw an eagle, yung preserved eagle with spotlight. So that really caught my curiosity. So while we were waiting, I saw his table, mga appointments, which for me was unheard of. Sabi ko, ba't may appointment? Eh, tayo naman, walang appointment at bata.
Yes.
Kung what goes eh, kung gano'n, katulad sinabi niya, are you doing anything? Wala, kasama kami. Then I asked him when he came in, why you have schedule? Sabi niya, actually, this was done by one of the 3 secretaries. So I said, wow, 3 secretary. And then he said, there's so many people who wants to talk to me, the secretary will screen who he will talk, who will meet. So that's how it goes. So when we sit down, they came in around almost 6. Then I asked him the first question, Mr. C, why the eagle? Sabi niya, I like soaring up in the sky. Kung why? I see everything. Because you're so high, you can see everything, di ba? Parang aeroplano, we can see everything.
Yes.
And then when I see an opportunity, I dive. Yan, may nakita kang daga or something, you dive, you catch it and you go up again. So that means, sabi niya, if I see any opportunities, I go dive on it and bring it up. And so these are some of the wisdom that I learned that evening. Parang feeling ko na because of after that, I met with him also a few times, and every time we meet, he will tell me his wisdom. Then I said, at 20, meeting somebody like him, although at that time I know him, but he's not what he is today. Di ba?
Opo.
He's a growing Taipan.
That time.
And we don't even know what Taipan is at that time. Kasi ang dami pang department store at that time. Eh. So, I learned a lot from him and I keep it in my mind and in my heart. So, it was one of the things that helped me in my journey as an entrepreneur. It helped a lot. So, what he told me, I was able to use it as I go into the journey.
It became your motivation.
Yes. And also principles and everything. Yeah.
Grabe, ang ganda nga no? Hindi natin ever maisip yun, di ba? Tama yung eagle, mataas sila, kuha sila, pero aangat ulit sila.
Yeah.
So yun yung perspective.
And these are the things
na
you
yun.
don't learn in school.
Yes.
And then the funny thing is, he also told me one thing. You know what I have in common, me, Mr. Django Kongwei, si Ayala, and all these big guys, sila Soriano. So, ano ho? We all never finish our university. Then, ako tamad mag-aral. Sabi ko, no, that gives you good reason to quit school. Sabi ko, I don't like to study. Then, but he said one thing, which I always keep in my mind, but nobody will hire you because you're not a graduate, you like going over the hump, di ba? Yung hump, pag ganun sa pababa. So, going up, mahirap eh.
Yeah.
So, once you hit the peak, then you go down, madali. Then, I told Mr. C, sabi ko, well, I'm young, 20, 21. I give myself 5 years. If I don't go over the hump, I go back to school. That's how I think, and that's how I decided not to go to school and do the freelance ahente at the time. Yeah.
Galing, no, Tito?
Yeah.
Grabe, kung saan ka nadala ng journey mo.
Yeah.
Just that simple saying from that person, di ba? Parang...
It changed
your perspective.
Yeah, perspective, correct, yeah.
If you were to describe your leadership style in one word, what would that be and why?
Mahirap in one word eh. Probably, I would say leadership by example.
Yeah.
That's what I do because no matter what you teach, but if you don't do what you teach, people will not listen. So you can see my kids, my employees, my workers sa company. I'm like one of them.
Yeah.
Your mom is our canteen, di ba?
Yes.
Anong pagkain ko? Canteen. Canteen food, pinapaakyat ko, di ba?
Yung canteen po ng Everbilin na si Mama po may hawak. So talagang...
So what they eat, I eat
kayo.
also. It's the same. Except when I'm craving for mas masarap,
You request.
then I request or I will ask my son or whoever to order.
Yeah.
Then I will order more and share to my people sa pantry. Para pantay-pantay pa rin, di ba? Yeah.
Lagi ko nga po, di ba yun naman po na si Denise guested here
Yeah.
in our show. And lagi niya sinasabi siya yung business with the heart. Yung
Yeah.
puso ninyo hindi talaga nawawala. Kaya nga, growing yung business nyo because even the people who work for you love you guys. Di ba
Yeah.
po? Why did you decide to hire celebrity endorsers for the brand?
You know, my first endorser, dalawa yun eh. One is the mother of Denise, si Divina. And the other one was Marife Medina. Ay, yung tita ni Dayan.
Ay, okay.
Yeah, well, she was, I remember 1984 sa Miss CCIP, sa Miss Cosmetic. She was the winner of, she was my Miss Everbillion and she won the Miss Cosmetics. And then, I was coming out with an item called eyelash curler. Eh, wala pa akong budget. Tapos nawa ko, Marife, ikaw na lang mag-ano ko sa akin kasi yun na Miss Everbillion. So, she came to my office and may isang lang, plastic na Everbillion sa likod. Tapos I asked a photographer, picture lang, ganun siya. So, naging packaging siya ng eyelash. And it was doing so well at the time. That's why I have a big utang na loob to Marife up to now na naging ano pa rin anak niya, si Maxine, di ba?
Yes, oo. Si Maxine, even si Diane din, also
Yeah,
good friends
yes,
din.
okay.
Tito, business part. Sabi ko nga, kayo, business with a heart. How did you see your role in shaping the industry here in the Philippines?
When I was starting in the 83, 84, makeup or cosmetics at that time was very expensive.
Yes.
I have to find ways how to bring it down. So I started with nail polish. Then eventually I grew to lipstick, eyeshadow, eyeliner. And I started selling them through Divisoria, the wholesaler, because they know my angkong. And I have an advantage because they know me. And when I introduce myself, my angkong is Don Pedro Sy. They call it Don Pedro. And they said, "You're so young and you're so tapang." So, because they know the company closed down, then I started my own. Then, tulungan nyo. Bata pa ito, masipag. So, that's how Chinese entrepreneur, when they see a young guy na matapang, masipag, they will help you talaga. So, and the good thing, this tindera and the bodegero are the ones who do the order.
Yeah.
And the tindera are the ones selling in the store. Wala pang department store masyado
Sabi
nun.
po, ganun lang po
So,
talaga kayo nag-start.
it's easy. And then they know me as the grandson.
Yes.
So, they help me. And then, because they're helping me, and then I sell a bit. So, what I did, I sometimes buy konting pandesal, ano lang, to give
to
them. Or I buy t-shirt with Everbilena, nail polish. So, they pushed my product because, I need the help more than the branded ones na, yung mga malalaki na.
Yes.
And may personal relationship. And then I go up to the bodegas. Tito, sa akin lang iba yan. So, mayaman na sila. Ako naman, pagbigyan mo. So, these are the way how you do it, di ba?
How did you balance being profit-driven while still prioritizing the people and also the purpose?
Well, of course, when you do business, you need to earn, di ba? So when I was earning a bit already, I have to hire more people. And then I see how, because of these people that I hired during the earlier times, I know them personally talaga. So I started with four people, myself, my sister, a driver, and a painante. So I started adding. So when we reach around 20, 30 people, so they stay in the same old haunted house in Felix Huertas. So they stay in, kasi there's 3 or 4 bedrooms upstairs. I call it haunted house because my friend don't want to stay there. Kasi lumang bahay eh. So, but there's a small room at the back. Initially, it's ako lang. Then later on, I asked my brother to join me. With the help of my mother, who told him, why don't you help your brother? Kasi he was about to be hired by San Miguel. Well, Siliman was SGB Auditor of the Year sa SGB. And then I think salary was a little over 1,000. And San Miguel was hiring him for 3,000. Sabi ko, I give the same, 3,000. Sabi niya, what will happen if you don't survive? Sabi ko, wala ka bang bilib sa akin? Sabi ko, ganon. And then the best thing was my mother asked my brother, you help your Aya. Kasi I need help na talaga eh. Hindi ko na kaya mag-isa eh. So he decided to help. And being an accountant, and he's the CEO of the operation. And ako naman, talaga, sa labas ako, ahente ako eh. So siya bahala sa loob, operation, and then I continue doing my sales and PR job sa labas. So that's how it started growing. And it's like a family. So I got the driver, I got his wife, I got his mother. The mother become our cook. She used also to work for my uncle before as sa pomade. Sa taga ganun, yung feeling. Okay. Matanda na, walang ginagawa. Sabi ko, ikaw na magluto. Masarap din magluto. So parang family talaga.
Talagang you take care of them, which is so nice.
Yeah.
What's your proudest moment as a businessman?
Well, there's a lot of proud moments, a lot of milestones. Kasi I started from the ilalim, started growing.
Opo.
People thought, when it was growing, people thought it was left over by my parents. I go, no, I started from scratch. People don't believe that I started with 150,000. Because of the teachings of Henry C. and later on Mr. John Gokong Wei, sabi niya, your biggest puhunan is your credibility.
Yes.
It's not the money. If you lose money in the business, madaling bumawi. But once you lose your credibility, it's so hard to earn back. I will never forget these teachings from both of them. And up to today, I'm still using that. Maski ipit ako, maski talo ko, pag sinabi kong babayaran kita ngayon. And up to now, I never bounce a check. Di ba? Ang people, kasi with the two of them, when you bounce a check, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
So people will not trust you anymore. Ako naman, maski mahirap, tatawag kita, pwede bang give me 2 days? Huwag muna deposit. After 2 days, then deposit mo. So alam mo na. Pag sinabi kong 2 days, good na yan, sigurado. So that's a trust and credibility you have to give to your friends and to your business partner. Para pag may opportunity at ikaw nag-offer, they will listen to you and they will not think twice, di ba? Ang hirap,
and also po, you earn the respect because you give trust and credibility. So it's not hard for them to help you in a way. Parang ganun. Tito, we go to fatherhood. You've built an empire, but you've also raised a family. How do you balance your work and your family life?
Actually, hindi naman siya mahirap eh. Kasi sabi ko, being a father or a CEO of a company, the father is way easier than a CEO. Kasi pag father, anak ko araw-araw nakikita ko, 4 sila o maging 7 man sila. Pag yung sa kumpanya, ang dami. Like now, there's so many millennial Gen Z come in and out. I don't know any one of them anymore. I only know who directly talk with me in the office, di ba? So dito okay kayo. Say, you know everyone. So it's easy. But once you growing the organization, and like now, mga Gen Z, millennials, come and go. Ang bilis ang, you can experience it, di ba? Bilis eh. Unlike yung panahon namin 30 years ago, yung mga promo girl na I got them, they know me, I know them. Most of them retire with me. Actually, most of them retired na. Ako na lang iiwan na still working. Because I cannot retire. Because I want to retire when I was 60. But I thought I can retire at 60 and work less. But I'm now 60. I'm working more than before.
Yes.
But more on the organizational, on the consulting or guidance na lang ngayon. For the young guys, di ba? So, at least I'm happy that one of them, Denise, works with me. Otherwise, if she didn't work with me, I'm ever Belen's dead because I cannot, di ko makuha in touch ng millennial Gen Z kasi I'm too old already. Di ba? Malayo na eh.
Yes
The
po.
market that I used to have are same like me.
Yes po.
Marami nang namatay, maraming nawala, maraming din nagme-makeup na. Prime our company, like I went back this kwento, we're more than 2,000 people na organization now.
Yes.
Yung mga baby boomer, 6 man lang kami natitira out of 2,000. Eh dati kami ang marami.
Yeah.
Kasi bata ako noon eh.
Opo.
So talagang pyramid eh. Yung pyramid.
Nakita niyo po no,
Oh,
yung difference na.
I will share you one thing.
Yes po.
What is constant for me is the change. Everything is the same, but one thing is constant, change. And you have to adapt to the change.
Yes.
Di ba when I was starting, I remember when I was starting, baka di pa nyo alam, ang ginagamit namin to communicate with supplier, telex. Di na nyo alam yun, ano? Telex, then telegram, and then, pag tumatawag ako ng 108 to 109, 108 is international, 109 is local. Eh pag 108 international, ang bigat ng charges.
Yes po.
Ang ginawa ko, 108 collect please. So supplier ko sinacharge kasi ang mahal ng ano. So I have 5-10 minutes to talk lang. Almost every day I talk with my supplier.
Opo, lalo na before, di naman po ganun kadali.
Every
Talagang,
minute may
oh my
bayad.
gosh.
Kaya,
Opo.
faster. Eh ngayon, magano lang, messenger, open, libre lahat eh, di ba? So it's a very different thing. And then after that, naging fax. Nabutan mo yung fax
Yes po,
machine.
yan, nabutan ko na
Fax,
yan.
meron
nung
na. So,
po,
at least,
elementary.
padali ng padali.
Opo.
And then, sabi ko, good and bad. With this technology thing, makes researching and everything easy. But during the time, ang sekreto ko sa business, go 10, 15, 20 years, nobody will know. Ngayon, pag meron kong ganyan, after 1 month, meron na eh.
Yes.
Ang daling kopyahin,
Opo.
di ba? Sabi ko, when I was starting in the 80s, I go to Bologna, Italy. Walang pupunta. Ako lang Pilipino nandun, di ba? Then, come 2000, I was one of few guys who know how to go to EU, China.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. And ngayon, everybody's going there na. So becoming more and more competitive and becoming more and more difficult. That's life eh.
Your daughter Denise is also making a mark in the industry.
Yeah.
How proud of you of the woman and leader she is becoming?
The good thing with her, I sent her to Berkeley. And she did very well there. When she went to Berkeley, I never thought she can write very good. I don't know she's a good writer. That's why when I saw her writings there, because she became the editor of Berkeley school paper. Pag hindi ka magaling, paano ka magiging editor, di ba?
Paano ka papiliin?
Oo,
di
tapos
ba
sabi
po?
ko, ikaw ba ito? Sabi ko, wow, galing ha. And then, I remember 2014, that was March 2014, 2-3 months before her graduation, there are 2 companies gonna hire her. Sabi niya, Dad, there's 2 companies, why? And then, mga $50,000 yung offer. Sabi ko, okay. Then, yung May, 2 to 3 weeks before graduation, naging 5 na. And the offer becomes $75,000 to $80,000.
Wow.
That scared me. So I have to fly. I'll go there next week to San Francisco to talk to you. So talagang lumipad na ako. I'm running really scared. Sabi ko, if you don't come back after graduation, which is came back August of 2014 eh.
Yes.
Sabi ko, if you don't come back, who will run the business? Sabi ko, when 2014, that's 10, 11 years ago, I was 56.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, I'm still strong. I can have 5 or 10 years to guide you for the succession planning.
Yes.
Ang hirap kumbinsin. After 2 or 3 days of talking to her, she finally agreed to come back. Alam mo, sabi niya, how much will you pay me? Then sabi ko,
Oo nga.
sabi ko, how much did I invest on you? At sabi niya, I'm just joking. Baka makaisa siya, di ba?
Oo, baka naman.
Sabi ko, okay. Ito, another story nung pag-uwi. I started her with 20,000. A little over the basic. Tapos sabi ko kay Noel, our sales manager, sabi ko, treat her as one of the normal employees. She's not my daughter when she's with you. And then, give her the most mahirap na account. I will not tell you who, but ang hirap ng account na yun. So, she started it. Then after 6 months, I asked Noel, kamusta na si Denise? Boss, so far so good, but still early. Okay. So after 1 year, I asked her again, Noel, kamusta siya? Much better, sustaining, boss, give me another 6 months, then I'll give you the final assessment. So after 1.5 years, sabi niya, congratulations, boss. Ever Bilena will be good for another 30, 40 years. When she said that, oh my goodness, so saya. That was 2016 na.
Grabe, parang iyak ko para kay
So
Denise.
true enough, we flew to China for my normal buying trip. Believe you guys, before I was only one choosing the packaging, the pricing, and everything. And the color, I throw it to Silima, my brother, and all the other people sa baba. Para, siyempre, pag kulay, sila na.
Yeah.
Nung araw, pati kulay ako eh. Saan ginagawa, kinokopya ko lang anong ginagamit ni Vilma Santos,
Yes.
o ni Al Moreno sa TV, o gusto ko magenta, gusto ko ganyan. So, meron silang color chart, kukopyahin ko lang. And then, I will reconfirm it, kasi bata ako, 20 plus lang. Dami kong dinidate, siyempre.
Yeah.
So, okay ba makulay na ito? So, they will affirm or deny.
Yes.
Pangit ito. So, papalitan ko. So, choose 6 favorite. Yung ito na, choose 6. So, nakatali yan. Tapos ako pipili itong top. So, yun. So, so far, it was very successful. So, I used the same formula when I was at the time. Then, when Dennis came in 10 years ago, sabi ko sa kanya, I was joking, alangan naman, magde-date pa ako ng mga 20 plus years old para to do that. Sabi ko, you're dirty the old man, sabi niya sa akin. Sabi ko, ikaw na, di ba?
Yeah. Ay, nako. Yeah, Tito, what lessons do you hope your children to carry on from you?
Well, I'm not demanding much from them. I always tell them, the respect, you have to earn it.
Yes.
Like the respect you give to me as your dad, you have to respect. Sabi ko, I might not be a good husband, but I think I'm a very good father.
You are, Tito.
Diba?
And
Sabi
we
ko,
see that.
And I treat all of my kids equal.
Yes po.
Although nakakalamang si Dennis, kasi mas madalas ko siya kausap eh.
Oh, tsaka kasama po, kasi magkatrabaho
Tsaka
kayo.
mas madalas ko siya
Yes.
pinapagalitan, di ba? Eh sabi ko, pag pinapagalitan ka, you should be happy. That means mas importante ka, kaya napapagalitan. Kasi I want to teach the young kids today, pag napapagalitan, umaalis.
Yes.
Sabi ko, that's wrong. When I was starting up, I want my boss or my whoever scold me or teach me because that's how I learn. Hindi yung pag napagalitan ka, lalayas ka.
Yeah.
Di ba? That's not the right way. You have to be very happy and grateful to your parents that they're teaching you. Di ba? Mali yung mga batang yun na lalayasan ng pamilya, gano'n. Kasi
Yes po.
mali eh. That's totally wrong. And then, during my time, we don't just resign and look for another job.
Yes.
We will stick to our job. Pag talagang bad yung boss ko, siyempre tiis pa rin. But once we find another job, that's the time we leave. Eh ngayon, maski maayos yung boss mo, nagsalita lang, oh, bakit late ka? O bakit ganun ka? They will leave na. That's
Sobrang
wrong.
sensitive
Oh, mali eh. That's wrong eh. So I hope what I'm telling you today, mga millennial Gen Z, will not get any offense against me.
Yes.
But it's just to show you na this is the right way. Parents loves us. That's why you have to listen to the parents. When you become a parent, you realize it, ganun talaga yan, di ba?
Yeah.
It's so hard to have a kid, a child that doesn't listen to you.
Yes.
Because we always say things, papagalitan, it's for their own good, di ba?
Yes.
Like mga bata, oh, bawal ng cellphone pag kumakain. Yung cellphone na siya, sabi ko, nandito tayo, magsa-cellphone ka pa. Di ba? Mali eh.
Totoo po yan, Tito. Parang ngayon nga, mommy na rin po ako.
Oo.
Now, I understand my mom more.
Yeah.
Parang, okay, parang kung hindi rin siya naging strict or hindi niya ako pinagalitan
Yeah.
dati, hindi rin naman ako maging ganito kaayos eh.
Precisely,
So,
yeah.
now, thankful din ako. And at the same time, it made me stronger, yung pagiging strict na parang,
Yes,
or kahit
oh.
paggalit. Parang ikaw, roar talaga. Sorry. Ano yun, parang,
Yeah.
it builds your character
Yeah.
as well. It makes you strong, diba? So, Tito, what is your message to your children?
I hope you guys will love one another even if I'm not around anymore, di ba? So, yun. Kasi sometimes the kids love one another because the old parents are still there. But once the parents are not there, magiging problema nila, nag-aaway sa pera.
Yes po.
That's why sometimes sabi ko, I don't want to tell them ano ang ibibigay dito kasi magkakaselosan eh.
Opo.
So it's so hard. There's so many complications when you do this and do that. So you have to know your kids well individually because they're not the same eh.
Yes po.
No, maski live in one house, all of them are not the same. So you have to treat each one of them differently.
Yes.
So, yun, ganun lang.
Ayan, Tito, ang inaano ko nga na parang trending ka kasi ngayon.
Yeah.
Because yun nga, sinabi ko nga, may empire to si Tito, Ever Belena, Blackwater, yan, meron pa silang Hello Glow, marami pa. But, yung mga anak niya, alam niyo ba, yung mga anak niya naka-experience magtrabaho sa McDonald's, naka-experience
Yeah.
magtrabaho sa Starbucks. Kaya sobrang ano po ako sa pagiging tatay
Yeah.
ninyo. Because, yes, mayaman po kayo, pinaghirapan niyo yung yaman ninyo.
Yeah.
Pero tinuruan niyo rin yung mga anak niyo na maging normal na
Yes.
tao. Na hindi niyo sila spinoil.
Yeah.
What's in right now, the Nepo babies. You know,
I wanted to share to you
yes,
now.
go, Tito!
Upgraded na ako sa Huawei, hindi na 2.5. 10,000 na. Nasira na kasi yung 2.5 ko eh. So after 3 years nasira, yun na nag-viral eh. Natatawa nga si Katuning sa akin, sabi ko, parehong 24 hours din yan eh, di ba? Oh. So now, 10,000 na siya.
Oo,
Regalo
nga,
ng
Tito.
wife ko nung Christmas. So naawa sa akin, nasira. Kaya sabi, I give you a new one.
Nakakatuwa yun, Tito. Isa
Yeah.
yun sa mga gusto ko
Yeah.
sa'yo bilang
Yeah.
tao po. And also, being so kind to
Yeah.
everyone that you meet. Kasi
Yeah.
kagaya kami po, nakasama lang namin kayo sa basketball,
Oh,
nanood
yeah.
lang kami. It was like, I think 8 years ago.
Ang
Sobrang
dami nga
tagal
nyo eh.
na.
Naubos yung ticket ko eh. Mawalo, 10
Kasi
kayo
po, sabi
dumating.
kailangan namin ng marami mag-cheer. Okay, assist to siblings, 8.
Oo,
yung
10
bosses
ticket,
nun,
oo.
pang 16.
Oo.
Ganon. So,
Okay, yeah.
ganun nag-start yung relationship namin. Ayan, Tito,
Yeah.
Dad's Playground
Yeah.
segment. So, this segment, outside the boardroom, how do you relax and enjoy your me time?
Well, right now, because normally I start working at the office 9 to 10 in the morning, up to 2 to 3 in the afternoon. Pag after 2 to 3, tatakas na ako. I go to massage, I go to see my friends, to drink coffee, then have early dinner. Kasi gusto ko rin mag-catch up with my old friends, mga high school friends, and my old barkadas.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, I'm 67. Ang kwenta ko nga, I have 10, 15 years or 20 years left, di
Yes,
ba?
po.
Sabi ko, I have to maximize the time remaining. Eh, mga work, babato ko na sa mga bata, sila Denise, sila Don, sila naman. Pero I'm still here to guide them, di ba?
Opo.
And then, I still maintain that every year, at least 2 to 3 trips, all of us go out together.
Yeah, to spend time.
Spend time kasi pag nandito, I hardly see them at dinner.
Yes,
Hindi mo na sila makikita. Kaya nung COVID, ang saya ko eh. Lahat nakakulong sa bahay, di ba?
Kasama niyo sila lahat.
Lahat kasama mo.
Pati po kami, Tito, kasama
Oh.
niyo. Sa bahay ninyo.
And everybody was cooking in the kitchen. Ang saya-saya, di ba? I will cook this. So that was, for me, that was the best time to be
Yes.
together. And then, yung 2 to 3 trips a year, masaya naman. Simple lang
Yes
naman. Ako lang naka-business. Lahat naman sila naka-eco. Kasi ako magbabayad lahat, di ba? So, and then we go out together, we eat together. And it's so fun. The family bonding time is the best for me.
How important is family time?
Yes, that's very important.
Very,
Yeah.
sobrang important. Tito, we have a segment called Dear Dad. So, in this segment po, we have a special message from your children.
Wow! Segment.
Po, ayan po,
Nandiyan ba?
mapapanood niyo po.
Hi, Dad. You've always been tough on me, but I know deep down it's because you care very much.
Kanina lang yan.
And not just for me, but also our whole family, and especially for JD and CD. They are very lucky to have a very thoughtful and generous Coco. I appreciate the kind of provision and upbringing that you provided me, and the values that you instilled in me growing up. It's comfortable but not excessive, confident
Excessive.
but not boastful, and disciplined but not self-shaming. Thank you for always inspiring me to work hard and also work smart. To have the wisdom to identify opportunities and to be diligent in working towards our goals. But more importantly, to have the heart to give back to others. Leading with purpose while always having the humility to ask for help and advice when needed. Like you always say, there's always something new to learn. You also show by example that everybody deserves respect and everybody deserves to be treated well. You always say that no matter how much we accomplish in life, we're all human beings in God's eyes and we will all return to ashes anyway. That's why you never forget the hardship that came with building your success. And also you never forget the people who were with you since the very beginning. I hold on to your values of being grounded and having empathy and gratitude a lot. One thing I enjoy seeing you do a lot more of now is enjoying life and enjoying the fruits of your hard labor. You have given so much of yourself to us, your family, to your Everbelana family, and to the whole color cosmetics industry of the Philippines as a whole. Thank you for laying the foundation that you can build from for EB, for your personal life, and for your family. You leave a legacy for what it means and what it looks like to be a good and responsible father, provider, supporter, mentor, and leader. You always tell me how you only have maybe 200 plus something thousand productive hours left in this lifetime.
Hindi ko naman kadami, no?
We look forward to spending more of those days, years, weeks, months, hours, seconds together with you and more. Thank you for being a great dad and sending this message because of Ina's request for your interview. Bye.
And there's one more po.
Si Donoy? Si Tintin.
Secret.
Ay, nako. Taka si John Rio.
Hi, Dad. One thing that we really appreciate about you is how you show your love. And for you, love is an action word. I have seen how you love your family, you love your children. It is very evident in all the things that you do. I remember you doing grocery for the family. It's the quickest grocery shopping ever. But I know because you're a very busy person, and of course, family's needs is important. So you do it fast, and that's how you love your family. You just make time. You just do it. Provide for them. Meet their needs. That's who you are, Dad.
Hi, Daddy. We appreciate you for being who you are and instilling your values in us growing up. Thank you for never spoiling us and teaching us to work hard, to study hard, and we appreciate you also for supporting our dreams and equipping us to achieve our goals in life. And I know that you do everything you can to support us in any way. And I really appreciate you also for making time to see us, to see all of your kids. Even though we're here in Canada, you make sure that you find the time to come visit us with the whole family, and that's something we really appreciate. Also, we thank you for everything, and we love you and we miss you.
Thank you, Dad. We love you.
Ayun lang, Tito.
Okay,
A
thank you,
little
thank you.
surprise for... Ayun, Tito, yun yung mga message sa'yo. I just want to say, Tito na po tayo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Welcome.
your time and sharing your story
Yeah.
and being an inspiration to us. And lastly, Tito, what is your message to our fathers, our viewers, or advice?
Being a father is easy and hard. Easy if your kids follow you. It's very hard if they don't listen. So the challenge now is how to make your kids listen to you.
Yes.
So I think the best way to do that is to show them by example.
Yes.
So normally they will follow you eh. Like my small boy now. When I say bad word, they follow me. So sabi ko, I have to be very careful with how I'm talking now. So pang bata pa, turuan mo na. Kasi parang tama yung sinasabi ng matatanda, yung puno, if you allow it to go like that, pag tumanda yan, it will remain like that. So pag bata pa, idiretso mo na.
Yes.
So
that's
these
so
are the old teachings from our angkong ama before na you have to do that. So these are the things that maski parang Bible na yan eh. Maski naguhin mo, tama siya eh, di ba?
The right path.
Yeah, the right
From
path.
the start.
Yeah, from the start. Yeah.
Thank
Yun
you
lang.
for that, Tito.
Yeah, okay.
And for your time again and sharing your
Yeah.
story.
Thank you for inviting.
Yes. Ayan, Mr. Dioceldo Sy's journey reminds us that success isn't only about numbers or profit. It's about vision, resilience, and heart. What makes this story even more meaningful is seeing how his legacy is already alive in his children. Especially Denise, who I'm also blessed to call as my friend, and who once shared her story also here in Behind the Scenes. From building a company that empowers millions to raising a family with strong values, Mr. C shows us that true legacy is found where passion meets purpose. Again, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Tito Deo, for taking time.
Yeah.
Ayan. Before we end, I would like to thank our following sponsors for making this show possible. Miss and Deli Cafe for our venue and our food, Chardy Nino and Sean Aquino for my hair and makeup, Oswald Carbonell Life Insurance for 1-year accidental insurance, worth 100,000 for all our guests. Alakay BF Homes Parañaque, gift certificate for our HIIT or gym training. Of course, Blackwater Fragrances, and of course, my amazing team, AAA Digital and Studio Manila. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, see you next Saturday for another episode. This has been Ina Asisio Carbonell, because there's always a story behind the scenes. Goodbye and God bless!
I celebrate you, your light and laughter. I celebrate you through every chapter. I celebrate.
It's guessing time again. A familiar face takes on his biggest role yet. Our father of the week was once a PBB Teen Clash housemate, together with James Reid, Joe Vargas, Ivan Dorschner, Devon Cerrone, to name a few, and married to a gamer. Are you ready to hear his journey into fatherhood and marriage? Can you guess the father?
Kung papiliin ako, syempre, kung normal life or itong showbiz, parang kaya ko pa rin mag-normal life. Pero dahil may opportunity at may opportunity dumadating, syempre, kailangan ko lang kumapit na kumapit. And happy naman ako sa ginagawa ko. After a few years ko na lang yun na-realize na, okay, I actually like what I'm doing na. Sinasabi ko before, lalo na nung nag-pandemic na okay na ako siguro, parang ayoko na rin mag-artista. So, let's be real.
Yes.
Kasi, ang dami nating kabatch eh. And of course, it affects us na, para sa akin ba talaga to? Kasi si ganito nakabatch ko, medyo nakaangat na eh.
oo.
So, kahit
Napag-iwan.
ayaw natin sa gusto, mahal natin ang mga kaibigan natin, mako-compare natin sarili natin sa kanila.
Yeah.
Pero we don't think bad of them.
Yeah.
Papaisip ka lang na baka hindi kasi para sa akin to. Baka kaya ganun. Ginawa namin lahat by the book. Live-in kami pero di kami tabi matulog for 2 years. Lahat was by the book. Getting married, having a baby. So parang ang happy nung...
Talagang dinestined kayo to be
Destined talaga. 7 years na kami ni A pero di pa kami nag-aaway ever. Buong time namin together, nakita ko lang siya umiyak less than 5 times nang dahil sa akin. And parang ayaw ko ever ulit yun. Kaya sobrang ingat ko. Kasi sobrang bait niya.
Get your chance to win 200 cash when you guess the father. Tune in to Behind the Scenes with Ina on YouTube for the latest updates. Join the fun and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out. Dive in with us for more amazing stories, because there's always a story behind the scenes.
I celebrate